4 from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Well, we're going to bring you another couple episodes of Melody Roundup. We got a positive comment on it, and so worthwhile taking another listen to this show, showcasing some of that great cowboy and folk music of the 1940s. This time we have two separate episodes 245 and 399, and what they have in common is the same host, Lum and Abner. You heard Lum and Abner a couple times, once around Pearl Harbor, and then at another time on one of our Christmas programs. But they were very big radio personalities, particularly because the show was based in the rural town of Pine Ridge, Arkansas. And they did multiple appearances on Melody Roundup, improvising a little interesting commentary and having some fun when people come by. So these are just a couple of great radio recordings of these performers, and also just some great music. I hope you enjoy it. So here are episodes 245 and 399 of the Melody Roundup.
Soldiers, sailors, and Marines, come along now to Melody Roundup. Well, yeah, here we are again, men, with another buckboard full of Badland ballads, songs and tunes of the mesquite, all roped and branded by your favorite musical ranch hands. And here to keep the roundup sort of moving along at a lope are your two old friends from Pine Ridge, Arkansas, Lum and Abner.
Lope nothing, Grannies. We're going to put them in a dead run.
Yeah, let's get the run.
All right, we got Skeeter Hubbard and his cowboys to entertain you today, boys. Going to stride right out with Strawberry Roan. Get Ezra to sing it.
Yeah, sing it, Ezra.
Let me tell you a tale, it's a good one I own, of a bucking old bronc called a Strawberry Roan. I was hanging around town, not earning a dime, out of a job and just spending my time, when a stranger steps up and he says, I suppose you're a bronc-busting man by the looks of your clothes. I said, guess you're right, there's none I can't tame. If it's riding tough ponies, that's my middle name. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. They say he's a cayuse that's never been rode, and the guy that gets on him is bound to be throwed off that Strawberry Roan. Then I puts on the blinds, and it sure was a fight. My saddle comes next, and I screws it down tight. I piled on his back. Well, I knew then, if I rode that old goat, I'd sure earn my 10. For he bowed his old neck and he leaped from the ground. 20 circles he made before he come down. He's the worst bucking bronc I've seen on the range. He can turn on a nickel and give you some change. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. They'll break him to saddle or break my own dome. I'll ride him until he lies down with a groan. Bring on your Strawberry Roan. There's no fooling, I'll say, but this pony can step. But I'm still setting tight and I'm earning a rep. When my stirrups I lose and also my hat, I starts pulling leather blind as a bat. And he makes one more jump and he's headed up high, leaves me setting on air way up in the sky. I turned over twice, come back to earth, started into cussing the day of his birth. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. Oh, that Strawberry Roan. That sun-fishing critter's worth leaving alone. There's nary a buster from Texas to Nome can ride that Strawberry Roan.
All right, doggies, they was talking about a horse there, you know
Well,
what?
sure. What'd you think they was talking about?
Well, they said that strawberry roan. I just allowed that some sort of strawberry ice cream or something.
Well, I sort of had my mouth set for it myself.
Oh, I do
Saucer
love
or
it.
two of it.
Yeah, love it. Reminds me of the time we taking Cedric into the county seat, you know. He went in the drugstore there on the corner and wanted to get a cornucopia ice cream. He'd always been used to saucer ice cream. Recollect that?
Oh, yeah.
Went inside there and got that ice cream cone and come out in front and ate it and then taking it back in there and hand the cone to the lady and said, "Much obliged, lady, for the use of the vase."
If he'd had any sense at all, he'd have known that cone was made out of pasteboard and he could throw it away after he had the ice cream.
Why, sure.
Well, let's get on with the program.
Yeah, I didn't mean to start sort of gossiping here about Cedric.
Well, the trio's all set over there to sing Wagon Train.
Well, if they're set, let them go.
All day long we've traveled since the break of dawn, over hills and valleys, traveling on and on. Our dreams are of the morrow, as by the fire we rest, and in the glowing embers we see a golden west. Wagon train, wagon train, schooners of the prairie on a sandy main. Wagon train, wagon train, rocking, rolling, moaning, groaning, wagon train. Gather round the campfire, a story I will tell about a little fellow. His name was Freddie Bell. He drove a team of horses on the Utah wagon trail. He was the youngest and the smallest of the men who manned the rein. Wagon train, wagon train, schooners of the prairie on a sandy main. Wagon train, wagon train, rockin', rollin', moanin', groanin', wagon train.
Thank you, fellers. That's Wagon Train, played special for Privates Day and Fisher at APO 986.
Yes, mighty nice of you boys to write in. Appreciate it. Sure.
Always glad to get your letters, and we'll get around to playing all them tunes you're asking for just as quick as we can.
And I sure would love to hear from old Jack Phillips and Hale at APO 960.
Abner, you heard from Jack Phillips. He wrote you a letter.
I know, but he wanted me to sing Pistol Packin' Mama, and you said I couldn't do it unless I heard from him twice. Or got 2 letters or something, you said. And I just figured he's the only one who want to hear me, so he better write again.
Well, let's get on with the program. You can write Jack Phillips a letter and tell him them things.
I can't write very good, Lon, without lolling my tongue out. It takes so much time.
Skeeter Hubbard's now going to sing Come On My Pony.
You've never seen a pony trot until you've seen the one I've got. Her name is Sal. Anytime and anywhere, my pony always gets me there, and all I do is whisper in her ear, "Come on, my pony, high-stepping pony. We're doing some riding today." And when the saddle starts to rattle and we're traveling in high, I feel just like a bird that's flying high in the sky. Step high, you vixen, or we'll be mixing If you don't kill those miles all the way, I'll whisper steps, Sal, my pal. We're going to see my gal, and so we're doing some riding today. Sally is a peppy gal, and she's the queen of my corral. She's thoroughbred. Sunday is my courting day, and Sally always knows the way. She never even waits for me to say, come on, my pony, high-stepping pony. We're doing some riding today. And when the saddle starts to rattle and we're traveling and high, feel just like a bird that's flying high in the sky. Step high, you vixen, or we'll be mixin'. If you don't kill those miles all the way, I'll whisper steps, Sal, my pal. We're going to see my gal, and so we're doing some riding today.
Granny, that was all right. That Skeeter has got a voice, ain't he? That's the prettiest altory voice I believe I ever said on her.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Sort
is.
of sings by main strength, mostly.
He does. Yes.
Just rears back on his heels and lets it go.
Why, he could sing 8 or 9 meters, a long meter singing, and still come in on a home stretch strong enough to make the dust fly along.
Oh, you take a good clear day with the wind with him, he could be heard 4 miles.
Ain't no doubt about it. Wished I had him down on my place for a hog caller.
Well, we go right on now. The trio's all set over there to sing Open Country.
Open country is calling me, west of the great divide. Open country I yearn to see. There's where I long to ride. Give me a land where a man's a man and a friend's a friend. Give me a road I can call my own and a trail that will never end. Open prairie and open sky. Let me live and die. Live and die in that open country. Just let me live where there's plenty of room, out where the sage and the wildflowers bloom. Just let me live, a son of the sod, closer to nature and closer to God. Open country is calling me, west of the great divide. Open country I yearn to see. There's where I long to ride. Give me a land where a man's a man and a friend's a friend. Give me a road I can call my own and a trail that will never end. Open prairie and open sky. Let me live and die. Live and die in that open country.
Well, it was mighty fine, boys, mighty fine. Say, Lum, I believe we ought to tell the boys about our distinguished guests we got here tonight with us.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't reckon most of you boys had ever heard of this lady here, but her name is Betty Boyle. She was a pin-up girl in the Spanish-American War. And I just wanted to tell you she was down here today listening to the music. Proud to have you, Miss Boyle.
Yeah, I just wish you could get up to the microphone and say a word or two to you, but...
Mom, she done well to get down here, and I don't try to get her on her feet.
Well, Miss Boyle, put your teeth in and leave the boys with a smile.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's
Not
about...
too far, honey.
That's about all the corn in the crib for this time, fellers, but we'll be back soon with more of your requests, so keep 'em coming. The address is Melody Roundup in care of Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Till we all meet again down by the corral fence, best wishes and lots of luck from Lum and Abner.
Amen.
Melody Roundup has starred Lum and Abner with music by Skeeter Hubbard and his Cowboys. Lou Crosby speaking. Melody Roundup is produced by the Armed Forces Radio Service. Servicemen and women, come along now to Melody Roundup. Yes, gang, it's your Melody Roundup, and the old corral's about to bust out here with the crooning and strumming of none other than Jimmy Wakely. The program notes will be wrangled by your Roundup regulars, Lum and Abner, who are hitching up to the post right now. And while they amble over here, let's have Jimmy hop in the saddle and round up about 64 bars of one of your favorite requests.
Riding down to Santa Fe, just beyond the mountains and across the way. See that sun sing low in the west, o'er the land I'm loving the best. Here we go, my old pinto, gotta see a preacher about a gal. So let's burn that field and yonder we'll go. Riding down to Santa Fe, hey, riding down to Santa Fe.
Nice tune wrangling, partner. By yodel description of what's going on in the middle of the corral, Melody Roundup's program annotators, Lum and Abner.
What did he call us?
Yodeling something.
I don't like that name. Smile when you say that, Bud. I'm a little rugged tonight.
That was riding down to Santa Fe.
That's a good way to get there. I walked it once. That's a hard way. I'll tell you that right now.
Let's
On
get-
your hands.
Jimmy Wakely over here.
Oh, yeah. Come over here, Jimmy.
All right, say, Abner, what's Lum trying to do here? Is he trying to beat me out of my job by doing the yodeling here?
Well, he would
I
for
could
a
do
little
it.
nothing.
He's a very handsome feller. I mean, he starts yodeling.
Just professional ethics keeps me from yodeling.
Yeah,
What do you
he's a
mean?
pretty good hog caller, you know.
He is, huh?
Yeah, he used to be.
That was mighty nice riding on that tune there, Jimmy.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
Could you dance to it?
I could dance to anything.
Oh, you can, huh?
I
He'll
got some-
hold somebody while they dance anyway.
That's
He's
right. Step
careful.
on their feet.
We got a request here, Jimmy. I just wondered if you could play it first. When my blue moon turns to gold again.
Sure can, Lum. That's one of my favorite tunes, and I understand that's one of the favorite tunes of all the boys that tune in this show, is When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold.
Yeah, well, who requests? You can read, Lum. That's a letter.
Well,
Read
there's
it.
Seaman Third Class Stelter Tony Wright at APO 650, Hillbilly Lumen Royals Navy, Corporal Bill Schnepp APO 230.
Yeah, say, maybe you can help us something with something here, Jimmy.
How's
What
that?
is a hillbilly?
A hillbilly?
Yeah,
That is a city boy who has a guitar.
that's what I want to know. I've heard of them. I've never seen one.
Here
I
it
just
is,
want to know what
boys.
they're like.
When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold.
Well, turn it.
When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back in my arms to stay. Memories that linger in my heart, memories that make my heart grow cold. But someday they'll live again, sweetheart, and my blue moon again will turn to gold. When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back in my arms to stay. When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back in my arms to stay.
Hi, Granny's, that's mighty pretty, Jimmy.
Oh,
You've
thank
got
you,
an
Lum.
uncommonly pretty alto voice.
You
About
think
the
so?
prettiest thing I ever said on it.
Well,
And what I like about your singing, you sing by main strength.
Oh,
too.
you do. And you're smart with your singing. I noticed that. You get a sort of a bar or two ahead of the rest of them so you can be heard better. That's smart going.
I'll let you stand out, you know. I mean,
Granny, you've got strength there, too. You endurance.
oh, sure.
You
Well,
went clean through that song, and you still had strength enough there on the home stretch to make the dust fly.
well, the point is, if you all sing in the same key, it don't sound like it's a bigger band, you know.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
right.
sound like a
Scatter 'em
big one.
out.
Yeah, it sounds, like a bunch of dogs over behind the mountain somewhere. If they all bark together, it sounds like one dog, but you know how they do. They get over
did.
behind the mountain, it sounds like a group.
Oh, they string out.
It
Sure.
did sound sort of like a bunch of dogs barking, come to think about it.
Yeah, I thought
wait
that
a
when you
minute.
got into that one, I thought you just hit the head of the holler there. Sound just
Yeah.
like 'em bringing him in home.
So we had him treed, huh?
I started to saddle up and take in after you, and then I happened to notice I didn't have a horse with me. That's one reason I didn't. It's
You
awful
couldn't
hard
have-
to saddle one when you ain't got it, you
That's
know?
right. Of course, you could throw a saddle on Lum, you know. After all.
Yeah. I don't know, though. It'd take me all night to get over there. He'll jump out from under you if you don't watch it.
I'm pretty fast with the tack on.
Yeah. You played that guitar uncommonly well, too.
Yeah,
But now, Jimmy, I don't like to butt into your business, but 3 more strings on there to help you.
Well, that baling wire string I had on there?
No, that sounded all right.
Sounds all right for bass, huh?
Yeah.
Fine.
Sounds all right to me.
Well, let's try it out on this other number. Lum, why don't you make a dedication here?
Well, I was going to if I ever got a chance to talk. Swan, you fellas are gabby. There's some letters here. Here's one from Sergeant Salty Vincent, APO 637, and Seaman First Class Bob Ice, Navy 525. He wants more hillbilly tunes.
Hooray for him. More
What
hillbillies.
dog is this hound?
We're in business.
What's
Let's
the
go.
good?
What are you going to sing?
I'm thinking... Wait a minute. Have we done I'm thinking tonight of Blue Eyes?
No, not
we
the
have
last 4 or 5
Well, fine.
years.
We had planned to do that on this program, so let's do I'm thinking tonight of my Blue Eyes.
Think of anything you want to. Just play something.
Let her go.
Would be better for us both had we never in this wide wicked world had never met. For the pleasure we've both seen together, I am sure, love, I'll never forget. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, who is sailing for over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. When the cold, cold ground shall enclose me, will you come, dear, and shed just one tear? Will you say to the strangers around you, a poor heart you have broken lies here? Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, who is sailing for over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me.
Jimmy, come on over here. I want to hear you talk some more.
Yeah.
But generally, these fellas that come in here with these bands, they don't come up and talk to us like you do. You're an awful friendly fella.
Thank you very much.
And most of these fellas is country fellas that come down here, and I know you're a city fella.
Oh, sure. I'm a city guy.
Where are you from anyway, Jimmy?
Cove, Arkansas.
I knowed he was from town. I know it.
I lived in town.
Yeah, you did. I can tell that.
We ain't got much time, Jimmy. I just wonder if you got a tune picked out for your last number.
Why, sure. How about this very beautiful number here, which old Al Slowey and Foy Willing and I sing together, The End of the Trail.
Here's the end of the trail, old timer. Where do we go from here? Here's the end of the trail, old timer.
that's about all the time we got for now, folks. Me and Abner will be roving your way again soon with another saddlebag full of sagebrush sonatas.
Is that Frank's brother, Sagebrush?
Sonata, yeah. So if you got any special requests you want to hear, just write to us and we'll get Jimmy Wakely to wrangle them at you. Address Melody Roundup, Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Until the next time, it's so long from Lum
And Abner.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
That will do it for today. If you have a comment, email me, box13@greatdetectives.net. I welcome your story or that of loved ones who served during World War II. Ken Curlin provides our opening theme music, kencurlin.com. I am your host, Adam Graham. This series is provided as a service of the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio, greatdetectives.net.